Science fairs, school buses, and school safety. Missoula County Public Schools begin a new year with some new ways to keep its campuses secure. We sat down with MCPS Superintendent Mark Thane to talk about the new normal in the age of school violence and how the Smart Schools 2020 bond is helping. Security greets you at the door at Chief Charlo Elementary in Missoula. Staff wants to know who, why, and where somebody wants to access their campus. These security vestibules are going in at all MCPS schools. This one already installed at Hellgate High School, and the one at Sentinel High School is under construction. Plus, there's a new card key access system in the schools in the works right now that can provide customized access for students and staff.
Essentially individualized by student and by building will be critical. So for example, if you have a child who has a 6:30 a.m. weight training class 3 days a week, they could have the system programmed so they could swipe in at 6:30 in the morning those days and be admitted to the building, but their card key wouldn't work at other times.
MCPS also installing new security cameras, a new paging and bell system, upgrades that are becoming more and more crucial. There were lessons learned after last year's parking lot shooting between a student and a school resource officer at Big Sky High School. Lessons mainly about communication.
We're working with our administrative team now in terms of dissemination of that information and how it will be disseminated to parents. It's always a judgment call, certainly in those areas where it's critical and newsworthy. We would like to make an effort to get that information to parents before they see it on social media or before they hear it through the traditional media. What's important, however, is we also know that in the time of a crisis, the administrators need to respond to that crisis first and foremost.
The school year is starting with more than 60 new teachers for MCPS, so the administration will continue to provide active shooter training for those educators. Also refresher courses for those teachers who may find themselves in a renovated building or a brand new classroom. In this era, learning and lockdown drills coexist.
I think it's truly becoming a norm nationally. Post Sandy Hook, post Columbine, post Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, I think everybody's been forced to contemplate security differently. And this is one of the areas of response that I think is appropriate for us to consider.
Now, we asked about security for those schools that are under construction right now. We're told all workers who are there have to be identified with a badge or a vest, and they've had to undergo a background check and signed a code of conduct while they're on campus. Construction barriers prevent easy access from the work zone to the areas where students are, and the schools coordinate with the construction teams to make sure the schools can still perform fire and lockdown drills while construction is underway.